gaining weight despite all your efforts to prevent it? Or maybe you're losing weight unintentionally. Your thyroid gland could be behind all of these. It impacts your metabolism in more ways than you thought. Thankfully, there are ways to take care of your thyroid gland. And one of them is eating foods that boost its functioning. So, what are they? In today's video, we're going to talk about superfoods you can eat every day to boost your thyroid health. What makes Brazil nuts a great addition to your diet? Is yogurt okay? We'll be talking about all of these and more. Stay tuned and watch until the end. Let's understand thyroid issues first. There's a butterfly-shaped gland located at the base of your neck, right below the center of your throat. It's the thyroid gland that has an important role to play in the functioning of your endocrine system. You might want to take care of your thyroid, for it makes hormones that regulate your body's metabolism. If you don't, you could end up with thyroid issues, depending on whether your thyroid is overactive or underactive. If your thyroid produces too much hormone, you get hyperthyroidism. And if it underproduces, you get hypothyroidism. Both health conditions are bad for you and give you bothersome symptoms like weight gain or loss, irritability, mood swings, fatigue, and many more. There are other issues associated with the thyroid, such as goiter, Graves' disease, Hashimoto's thyroiditis, and thyroid nodules. Let's find out more about foods that boost your thyroid health. 1. Yogurt. Do you love yogurt smoothies? Now, you have even more reasons to like them. Yogurt is a popular option among people trying to manage their weight. It offers several important nutrients, such as vitamins, magnesium, calcium, and potassium. You also get a generous amount of protein. That's not all. Yogurt also improves your digestion thanks to all the probiotics it offers. But let these not be the only reasons to include yogurt in your daily diet. This nutrient-rich food also comes with a good amount of iodine. Your thyroid needs iodine to function effectively and produce enough thyroid hormone. Dairy products generally have around 85 micrograms of iodine per cup. Low-fat yogurt is a good source of iodine. It can give you as much as 50% of the iodine you require every day. Yogurt is versatile enough to include in your diet. You don't need to rely on just smoothies. A dollop of yogurt on soups, chilies, and stews will give them a creamy taste and texture. It makes a delicious dressing for a fruit salad. Frozen yogurt popsicles are my favorite way to enjoy the goodness of this probiotic-rich food. 2. Brazil nuts. Feeling like snacking? Grab some Brazil nuts. They are delicious, healthy, and great for your thyroid. You'll also get loads of selenium, which is a vital mineral to keep your thyroid working at its best. Your thyroid gland needs it to produce the thyroid hormone T3. When you don't get enough selenium, you will suffer cellular damage, leading to a reduction in thyroid activity. There is also an increase in the chances of getting thyroid cancer. A study was conducted in China to determine the impact of low selenium levels. The results showed those who didn't have sufficient selenium in their bodies had a much higher chance of getting diseases such as hypothyroidism and an enlarged thyroid. Brazil nuts have enough selenium to help with your thyroid issues. Even eating one Brazil nut every day would be enough to give you the selenium your body needs to make sure your thyroid functions properly. Including them in your daily diet is easy. They're such versatile ingredients. Brazil nuts are an excellent choice when you're making dairy alternative dishes. You can easily use them to make mayonnaise, milk alternatives, and cheese alternatives. Would you like some crunch and flavor in your cakes, brownies, and salads? Add Brazil nuts. My personal favorite is using them in homemade granola bars. It's healthy and delicious. Looking for answers on all the latest health and wellness news? Hit that subscribe button and join our millions of followers. Stay up to date on all our great Bestie content. 3. Milk. Have you heard your mom say milk is a complete food? She has reason to believe in the magical healing powers of milk. Milk and milk-based products are one of the best options to make sure your thyroid is working properly. But these need to come from animals. plant-based milk substitutes such as almond milk or soy milk have far lesser amounts of iodine. All you need is 1 cup of milk every day. 1 cup of low-fat milk will give you as much as 33% of the iodine you would need on a daily basis. A study was conducted to see what caused hypothyroidism. The results showed that people with hypothyroidism were more likely to have a deficiency in vitamin D. So it would be a good option to drink milk that has been fortified with vitamin D. Cheddar cheese is another milk product that can help keep your thyroid healthy. 1 slice of cheddar cheese will give you as much as 12 micrograms of iodine. Well, I don't need to advise you on ways to include milk in your diet. You can pretty much drink it on its own or mix into foods such as grits or oatmeal. You can add milk instead of water to your curry-based dishes. They'll taste creamier and more flavorful. 4. Meat. Can't imagine lunch without a portion of chicken salad? You don't have to. Meat gets a thumbs up when it comes to eating foods that support the healthy functioning of the thyroid gland. But how? What role does meat play in promoting your thyroid health? Let me explain. Zinc is one of the minerals necessary for the thyroid to function properly. Your thyroid needs it to produce thyroid hormone in adequate amounts. Research has shown that a deficiency in zinc leads to hypothyroidism. It works the other way around too. If you have hypothyroidism, your body won't be able to absorb zinc properly, as the thyroid hormones are the ones helping with that. If you don't get enough zinc, you can have other issues too, such as alopecia. This is a condition in which the hair follicles fall out in lumps. Meat is a good source of zinc. Even 100 grams of raw ground beef has about 5 milligrams of zinc. This comes to nearly half the amount men need on a daily basis, and nearly 60% of the zinc requirement for women. But this doesn't mean you should start eating meat indiscriminately. It could have an adverse effect on your health. You should choose leaner cuts and avoid heavily processed meats altogether. The way you cook meat also impacts its nutrition level and your health. Grill meat rather than frying it. Avoid adding extra oil or fat when cooking your favorite meats. Choose turkey and chicken without the skin, as they have lower amounts of fat. You may also want to stay away from sausages and salami because they are high in fat and salt. 5. Fish. Sushi lovers in the house? Time to rejoice! Fish is a great meal option for those looking to keep their thyroid working at its best. We told you a few minutes ago about the importance of iodine in the production of thyroid hormone. It turns out that yogurt isn't the only delicious option for getting enough iodine. It is also present in seawater, which makes fish an ideal food for saving your thyroid from damage. In short, fish is rich in iodine, so go for it. Even science says so. Research was conducted to determine the prevalence of goiter. The results showed that those who lived in remote regions with no access to the sea had a higher chance of getting goiter. While you are out there buying fish, make sure to get shellfish and oysters as well. They are a good source of zinc. 6 medium-sized oysters would be more than enough to meet your daily zinc requirement. Eating that many oysters provides 300% of the zinc men would need on a daily basis, and about 400% for women. Alaska king crabs are also a good source of zinc. Eating 100 grams would meet nearly 70% of the daily zinc requirement for men. The same would provide 95% of the zinc women need every day. Including fish in your daily diet isn't as difficult as it seems. You can make delicious sandwich fillings using canned fish like sardines, salmon, and mackerel. Just make sure you choose the ones canned in spring water, tomato sauce, or unsaturated oil. Don't go for those canned in brine, as they are salty and not good for your health. You can turn boring salads into delicious meals by adding grilled salmon, canned tuna, or cooked prawns to them. Bon appetit! Interested in knowing more about adding fish to your diet? You must first watch our video on why health experts are asking you to avoid eating tilapia. 6. Eggs. Eggs are a delicious protein-filled breakfast option. They are packed with several vital nutrients and minerals. It's no wonder they're also good when it comes to saving your thyroid. If you eat one large egg, you will get as much as 16% of the iodine you would need every day. It also meets 20% of your body's selenium requirements. But if you're eating eggs to boost your thyroid health, make sure you eat the yolk as well. Most of the iodine and selenium are present in the yolk. Eggs also come with a decent amount of zinc. A large egg would give men about 5% of the zinc they require daily. Women would get about 7% of the zinc they need. While eggs are easy to cook and versatile to include in your diet, you need to make sure you are making healthy choices. Scrambled, boiled, or poached eggs are the way to go. But eggs baked into a muffin or cake? Not so much. Eggs go well with almost everything. You can even try an open whole grain sandwich with avocado and egg filling. You don't have to limit them to breakfast either. Eggs are a great source of protein and iodine for lunch and dinner too. 7. Berries. Strawberries or cream? Blueberry smoothie, anyone? Berries aren't just delicious fruits you can enjoy on their own or with smoothies and oatmeal. They are also an amazing powerhouse of nutrition and antioxidants that are good for your thyroid. It's not just foods that are high in iodine, zinc, and selenium that help your thyroid. Even foods packed with antioxidants can be beneficial. That's not just us saying it. Research has proved it. A study was conducted to see the impact of antioxidants. The results showed that antioxidants can also be effective in managing thyroid function. As we just told you, berries are a great source of antioxidants, especially anthocyanins. This antioxidant of the flavonoid family is particularly great at boosting your thyroid function. Anthocyanins have been found to be great at improving thyroid cancer progression. Research has also shown that blackberries, raspberries, and blueberries have the most antioxidants. They were on par with pomegranates, according to the results. Berries also have a good amount of fiber in them. All of this with the added advantage of very little natural sugar. Amazing, isn't it? You don't need to rely on oatmeal and smoothies to sneak more berries into your diet. Create a melody of flavors by adding them to your salad. My particular favorite is blueberries and strawberries mixed in with a salad of greens. Throw in some grilled chicken strips, toasted almonds, and feta cheese for a mouth-watering meal. If you have a sweet tooth, you can make healthier choices by replacing high-calorie desserts like ice cream with fruit-rich alternatives like mixed berry parfaits. 8. Cruciferous vegetables. Cruciferous veggies might not be the first choice for everyone. But if you want to keep your thyroid working at its best, you have to find a way to include more of these vegetables in your diet. Cruciferous veggies include kale, cauliflower, arugula, bok choy, broccoli, and many more. Eating them in normal-sized servings can help protect your thyroid. A study was conducted to see how much effect cruciferous vegetables would have on the thyroid. It was found that normal servings of broccoli and cabbage improved thyroid function. Please note, the key word here is normal servings. If you eat excessive amounts of cruciferous vegetables like broccoli and Brussels sprouts, they can reduce your iodine uptake. This could end up harming your thyroid function and affecting thyroid hormone production. Wondering which cruciferous veggie to try first? How about we start with kale? It is a good source of zinc. With 100 grams of kale, men get around 3% of the zinc they would need daily. The same amount of kale would meet around 4% of the daily zinc requirements of women. You should be careful not to eat raw cruciferous vegetables if you have a thyroid problem. Broccoli, for instance, has goitrogens, which can impair the functionality of your thyroid. But if you cook the broccoli, the enzyme responsible for goitrogens is destroyed. The best part about these veggies is that they're easy to include in your diet. You can add baby spinach, bok choy, or kale to soups and stews in the last few minutes of cooking. This way, you'll not only get loads of nutrients, but also help retain water in your dish. You would get soluble vitamins, which are otherwise lost through cooking. You can also sneak a serving of kale into your green juice or smoothie. 9. Legumes and seeds. Have you tried lentil soup yet? Believe me, it's delicious. It's even better for your thyroid function. Legumes are a great source of zinc. And as we told you previously, zinc is awesome for your thyroid. Eating 100 grams of cooked lentils gives men as much as 12% of the zinc they need every day. Women get around 16% of the zinc for the same amount. Similarly, adding seeds to your diet can improve your zinc intake. With 30 grams of hemp seeds, men get around 27% of the zinc they need. Women get as much as 37% or more for the same amount of hemp seeds. If you don't like hemp seeds, no problem. Switch to pumpkin or sesame seeds. They are also rich sources of zinc. Adding these seeds to your regular diet would not only help with your thyroid function, but also reduce cholesterol and blood pressure levels. While lentil soup is one way to include legumes in your diet, you can also try Indian dal with red or yellow lentils. Cooked lentils can also act as a substitute for beef and sloppy joes. You can also add a scoop or two to salads. Lentils can also be stirred into pasta sauce to make it thicker and creamier. Seeds are even easier to add to your meals. Throw them in your salad or use them as a topping for oatmeals and smoothies. You can also make a trail mix of all the seeds combined to have a healthy snack on the go. Foods to avoid for thyroid health. We discussed foods that you should eat to improve your thyroid function. It's no surprise that there are foods you need to avoid for your thyroid health. Let me run them by you quickly. Gluten isn't doing you any favors, especially if you have gluten intolerance or celiac disease. Experts suggest autoimmune thyroid diseases, like Graves' disease and Hashimoto's thyroiditis, and celiac disease often coexist. There is a thyroid gut axis, which means gut microorganisms can also impact thyroid function. So even if you have a mild intolerance to gluten, it's better to stay away from it completely. You also need to give up on processed foods. If you're thinking about increasing your intake of salt by opting for more processed foods just to fit more iodine into your diet, think again. First of all, it isn't necessary that the manufacturers use iodized salts in their products. Too much sodium can cause severe harm in the long term by setting you up for chronic diseases like hypertension. Just like processed foods, fast foods aren't great either. They don't contain iodized salt and are high in trans fat, which can cause health issues like obesity, heart disease, and even diabetes. If you still want to enjoy a burger, go to food outlets that make healthier versions of it. One fast food hamburger patty may contain 3.3 micrograms of iodine per 100 grams, whereas a non-fast food ground beef patty can contain 8 micrograms of iodine per 100 grams. Now you see, what's a better choice? That being said, stick to eating natural foods to get your daily fix of iodine. Like we suggested previously, go for fish, eggs, and yogurt. A healthy thyroid is crucial for your overall health. Wondering what else you can learn about it? Are there foods you should especially avoid when you have hypothyroidism? It would be wonderful if you could treat it naturally, isn't it? So let's keep the conversation going with a couple more thyroid-related videos. Watch 9 foods to avoid when you have hypothyroidism. You can also try our video on 16 easy ways to treat your thyroid naturally. Go ahead, click one. Or better yet, watch both and learn more about the thyroid. Are you planning on including any of these thyroid-boosting foods in your diet? Let us know in the comments below.